Hello, Gemini. How are you? Welcome to Divine Debut 11 and your love reading for the month of October. This is Kathy speaking, and this is a Patreon reading. For those of you that are not aware of that, as these are the Patreon readings, patrons get them at the beginning of the month, and YouTube gets them after the 20th. We do release them to the public because it's a lot of work that goes into these, and therefore we want the message to get out to many, but patrons do get them at the beginning. And thank you to our patrons for their support. Thank you, of course, to our subscribers here as well. Gemini, you've got Uranus, that's retrograding back into Taurus. So Uranus is shaking things up for you, especially if you're an early born with early placements in the sign of Gemini. A lot is happening. You do have a lot of help for change, and a lot of bright ideas, and a lot of breaking out and breaking through situations. But there are themes, especially if you're a Gemini rising, themes that are going on behind your back that still need to be broken down and broken through. So you may have some real big surprises, dear Gemini. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. If you're interested in the cards we're using, they are all mentioned below the video in the description box. And check out your other placements as well, dear Gemini. Wishing you well. Let's see what's going on for love for Gemini in October of 2025, dear Spirit. Or this could be a timeless reading as well. So whenever you receive this message, remember it is a general message. Jupiter, your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. So you may be dealing with someone that could be ruled by Jupiter. Could be a Pisces, could be a Sag. Jupiter is transiting Cancer. So there may be issues coming back from last year when Jupiter was transiting your sign, as the outer planets are retrograde. Now that wouldn't, Jupiter did not bring the blessings that you were hoping for. Maybe the blessings will come now, as Jupiter is away from your opposite sign, which is Sagittarius, right? But Jupiter is transiting Cancer now, so if you're a Gemini rising, it would be very good for self-worth, value, and finances. Let's see. And your luck may be changing. Jupiter can also speak to possible separation, divorce, or an opening of your horizons, seeing the truth. The fourth house, your home and the roots of your being. So big awakening and expansion, luck relative to stabilizing possibly a relationship, possibly also getting serious with someone who is larger than life, someone who holds very strong beliefs, or could be a teacher, or if not an actual teacher, in a university, let's say. This could be someone that is very close to the church, very religious. Let's see. And the second house, so you see, I did say, and it shows money here, but the money can also speak to value. Someone valuing you and making you feel safe and secure, as they may be open to sharing a life with you, a stable life, a life of happiness, jovial times. I see optimism here with your more personal life and a more stable relationship. Someone that is possibly also financially independent. Your assets, finances, and the things that you value. This is what these cards are telling me. Remember what I said, that Jupiter is transiting your second house of Cancer. Some of you may even be feeling quite lucky. You know, love and luck and money, they usually go together. Sometimes they do affect each other, but I do see here where love is concerned, I feel that it's very positive and it's looking financially positive. But if it's not the finances, then it's someone showing you that they value you very much so. And we've got Mars, your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. Now, Mars rules Scorpio as well as Aries. Mars is transiting now in the Libra season, is transiting Scorpio. So there's a lot of depth, a lot of passion, and a lot of drive for change as well. Or you could be getting more intimate with someone, emotionally, physically. And some of you may be feeling just very driven to make the changes in your life. Let's see what the other messages are. So for Gemini, dear Spirit Gemini, Gemini in the month of October. Jupiter is the bigger picture. The fourth and the second house, they're more about your personal life. More secretive life, right? Not so much out there. Unless you're dealing with someone that is a foreigner. Jupiter could be someone that comes from a different religion, that lives far from you. There is a possibility that you could be gaining a second house, right? A second house because you're connecting with someone that has got their own house, which could be at a foreign, distant land. Let's see. Gemini. What's going on in Gemini's love life? Wow, Gemini, how do we start with a tower moment, a big shift, a big adjustment, a big shock wave, or a big breakthrough? What is the challenge? Now, we've got Mars here, Mars, Uranus, I would say, but it's mainly a Mars card. And Mars is in Scorpio. So this is like a breakthrough relative to someone's deepest or secretive emotions. Yeah, that they've been holding back on. Are you dealing with a Leo? Or you're going through a lot of changes, a lot of shifts, and you're needing to be strong. Some of you may be feeling a little bit weak in the knees. The weakness in the knees could also be, I don't know, intuitively I'm getting that someone is going to reveal a lot to you and you're going to be shocked. Feeling weak in the knees means the excitement, or there's an urge to live life, to be happy, to make that inner child happy and be expressive, but there's something that you're holding back on. I don't know if this is happening in secrecy and you're not revealing things to the world yet, to others. The Nine of Swords could be because of a lot of change, sudden shift and change, but of course, Gemini, you are about the mind. Sometimes logic needs to be thrown out the window and you need to go with the flow. Go with what's happening. Let's see where you're coming from. The Six of Cups, this is a soulmate or someone you've known from the past. We could have returns because of the retrograde planets. The outer planets are retrograding. You're returning back to a situation. Could have been a secretive situation because, of course, as I said, Uranus is going back to Taurus, which is your 12th house, which could be secret love affairs, right? And Mars could be a divine masculine. Jupiter could also be another divine masculine here. Nine of Cups, a wish fulfillment in the recent past. A Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups. Something is coming to a completion point. It was at the Virgo season, the 9th month, which was bringing lots of changes. But there's an enlightenment here, surely. A big shift suddenly. And it's like black-white. We've got a wish fulfillment and then we've got the Nine of Swords. What is the possible outcome? The Moon card. That'll be right. Leaving everything up in the air. Let's take one more on the Moon. And we're having a full moon in Aries. And it's a cardinal sign, right? Aries. It's a new beginning, potentially. And then a new moon in Libra, which could be, you know, a new beginning within relationships, a new seed. Wow, okay. Connecting with someone that's physically at a distance, which I said. meeting up with someone in secret, or someone coming in and you're stressed about connecting with this person. I mean, Knight of Wands is someone that could travel for work, or someone that is at a foreign distant place, someone that is very driven, very ambitious, right? This could be a secret meeting, or something is revealed relative to this Knight of Wands. Maybe they've been keeping secrets about what's going on in their personal life, and secrets may be revealed. And you know, the Knight of Wands sometimes is the player, so there may be some revelations relative to a bit of play, a little bit of infidelity here. Things may be a little bit shaky. Let's see. And we've got the Hierophant, which could be a spiritual connection. This is Taurus, and Taurus is fixed earth, but remember, this is conservatism, family, wisdom as well, or traditions, right? Breaking traditions. Gemini, some of you may also be seeking advice from a vicar, from a pastor, someone who can advise you as to what to do if you're going through lots of changes. Some of you may also be going through a spiritual awakening here, that you're connecting, how can I say it? You're on the same path with someone, you're on the same wavelength, so like a meeting of the minds, but a no situation where we shouldn't be together because this is breaking tradition. I'm Christian and you're Muslim, right? So something like that I'm getting here, or because Mars could be a lot of anger and a lot of frustration, and you know, Mars is in Scorpio with Mercury, and Mercury is your ruling planet, Gemini. Same with Virgo. Mercury is going to be going through a lot of testing moments during the month of October. After the 15th, it will be smoother. But we're going through tests, surely. What's the Hierophant sitting on? The Ace of Swords, which is clarity, wisdom, truth. And the Chariot. Cancer. Cancer is the home. Cancer is also possible travel, or the past. Themes relative to the past may be coming up. As I said, Uranus leaving your sign and moving back into Taurus, so revisiting a past situation. Some of you may be in marriage. Yes, the Six of Cups could be nostalgia, a past connection, but it could also be children, right? And your life. Themes relative to the past and more trusting times back in the days when there was more trust. You know, the Nine of Cups is, I do this for me because this makes me feel good. It's a feel good energy, right? So, and the second house is also the physical body, which is the five senses that we tantalize. Is this a sin? Is this against your religion? Is, feeling valued and worthy and special, being made to feel special, is that a sin? I get you asking these questions to yourself, and this could be what's keeping you up at night. So let's take more cards and get more information for you, Gemini. And that's why we incorporate the astrology with the tarot together, because it gives us a clearer picture, a clearer idea of what Gemini could be going through. Now, it's like having a wider perspective. Of course, remember, as I said, this is a general reading and may not resonate for all of you at every point, every detail here, but I feel that for sure some points will be right on. Let's see what's going on with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. What's going with the heart? Five of Cups. Regrets relative to those 3 cups that are spilt of the past. But the 2 cups are still standing, and it says, change your focus. Stop looking at the past and look towards the future, I suppose. Opportunity beckons. 4 of Cups. A missed opportunity, emotional opportunities that were maybe missed are returning, possibly. Oh, we've got Mars and Venus here. The lovers of the zodiac. Look at that. This is romance. This is flirtation. Venus and Mars. The yin and the yang. Venus says, and Venus obviously rules Libra, and we're in the Libra season, and she will be entering Libra, which will be all about relationships, of course. The part of you, and you can't hear me, 5th house, romance, play. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. You see, the 2nd house is the house of indulgence. The 9 of Cups is that, whether you're drinking, whether you're going out and having fun flirting, or whether you're drinking a little bit extra to escape a difficult situation. Because we've got lots of cups here as well. And this doesn't have to be only drink. It could be drinking, drugging, smoking, binging, whatever. It's a form of escape. So obviously Pisces comes through as well. Let's see what else comes after the opportunity beckons. Moving on, all cups. It's going to be a very emotional month, and because we're going to have a grand trine, water trine, of course that will find you in a challenging aspect. Some of you may also be regretting because you're focusing so much on the past that you're missing some opportunity here, and feeling as though you've missed an opportunity, or an opportunity for emotional happiness and stability comes in, and therefore if you've been somewhere else, this gives you the energy and the acquiring the will and the drive to move forward. Some of you may be forced to move forward with whatever is going on, because Mars, as I said, is transiting through Scorpio and will connect with Mercury. There will be some harsh words, some harsh exchange of information, but you're following your heart, and Leo comes through again. I think we've already mentioned Leo for Gemini. Now, there's not much going on in Leo, but you do connect well with Leo. You're an air sign. Leo is the heart. Someone is following their heart here. We've got clarity of belief, an Ace of Swords, clearing the past. There will be wisdom, there will be clarity, and there will be shock waves as well, I get here. Let's look at your emotional. Before the emotions, I want to look at a few Lenormand. For Gemini, please, Spirit. Gemini. Potentially in love for Gemini. In the month of October, whenever they view this message, what could be playing out in love in the month of October, which is the Libra season. Libra season is good for you. All the planets in Libra will be trining you. But then we're heading on to the Scorpio season, and that's where, even during the Libra season, you will have dilemmas. You're needing to make adjustments. It's like you'll be put on test to see if you can make the adjustments, and you need to be more stable, Gemini, because you can be quite polaristic or curious. Well, your curiosity could save you many times, I suppose. Ask the questions, yes, but you need to, yes, and you are flexible. And Libra season is cardinal air. It's about new season, about new beginning. Have those conversations, even though they're challenging, because things need to light up and clear out and heal, right? Shine your light from your heart. You've got the ship. The ship could speak to transition, rewards, movement, travel. We've got loyalty and the dog, moving towards a platonic or a loyal or a friend, which could be someone that's in your heart. And I got a similar message for another sign. I just can't remember. Friend turning into lava. It must be on the title, so I can't see it on my scribbled notes now. Maybe check out the titles of the rest of the month of October readings. And we've got a ring, you see. We've got a ring. A ring could be a commitment. Could be another home. This is a promise, obviously. And we've got a divine masculine. Most of you here are feminine, more feminine. So we've got masculine energy. Obviously, you're masculine, dear Gemini. So, you know, sometimes the masculine within us does the work. And therefore chases, move towards what it is you're hoping to manifest. I want to take a couple more. Yeah, we've got flirtation and an offer here. The flowers do speak to romance and an offer. And we've got the cross, and the cross means a spiritual connection, or you always believed in this, or you were very patient waiting around for this as you were carrying a heavy burden, or your beliefs. Maybe you're connecting with someone that comes from a different religion, and it could be someone who already has children, or this person brings out the best in you, the child in you. This could be someone that's quite playful, right? Someone that brings out the child in you as well. Beautiful. Let's take your emotions. Yeah. And then we'll take a message from the Universal Love Oracle before we take another layer of tarot here. What's going on with Gemini and or their person? At the end of the reading, we'll take some love messages, love thoughts. What's going on where the psyche and the emotions are concerned? Connection to the divine, to spirit, telepathy with another person. Someone's observing you, checking out your social media, or someone's looking for information. Someone could be looking over past photos. This could be the soulmate connection that you have been waiting on. Someone here may be staying in another situation because they've got children, possibly with a teddy bear, or someone's very playful and very snuggly and very, you know, very sweet when you hug them, or they give good hugs. I get. We've got recognition. We've got conclusion with a key, and the key could open up a new relationship. A past relationship could take you out of another difficult relationship if that's what's breaking down and you're breaking away from, because the Hierophant is here, which could speak to marriage. All right. Yeah, and the Ace of Swords could also speak to cutting away from another marriage for some of you. The key could be Chiron, the open wound, or the revelation, or the breaking free, right? Because the key also speaks to Venus in Taurus. So there will be revelations. This is an achievement, or you're liberated now. You're getting liberated, and someone is in deep thought about all these things. Possibly a divine masculine. Could be also working through childhood fears and wounding of the past. You know, this, maybe you've known this person since you were a child, or maybe you met this person when you had young children and you could not desert your children, or desert someone that was, I mean, these could be siblings. This could be a younger sibling for all we know. Let's take two more on that contemplation. There's a return, you see. Someone's hoping for a return, and knowing that they've done the divine feminine wrong because she's in grief, but she doesn't know that there's going to be a return. She's going to get a surprise. And the guiding card comes through for every sign. This is the Virgo energy. Maybe this is because I'm a double Virgo. This card keeps coming through. It's like telling me, Kathy, you're on the right track. You are connected. This is a Virgo card. It's the Hermit. That's who I am. I'm the Hermit, usually indoors, doing the work, studying astrology, learning more about tarot a forever teacher and student, we could say. But this is also your inner guidance. You going within and seeking the answers and finding the answers. Trust your intuition, right? Trust your intuition, because it's not lying to you. Someone is checking you out. Someone is going back, reminiscing, nostalgic about the past, possibly hoping to come back into your life. Simply love. We've got a father and a son here. We've got a father and a son. Simply love, 6 of cups, the soulmate connection. Again, it's all cups, it's all emotions. Surely you're dealing with a water sign. It's got to be a water sign with so many cups here. Let's see what's going on. What is the Tower? In the now position, something is leaving you. There's something that's going away. And the Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio and Mercury there, this is where you're having an enlightenment and big shift, big change with the Death card. There's something that you're leaving behind, someone, a situation that's changing from the bottom up. Why do I have the Strength card? Is it a Leo? It could be someone that is, Leo's come through quite strongly, but a lot of water as well. We've got a King of Cups, Scorpio. Are you releasing a Scorpio and connecting, well, to be releasing a Leo and connecting with a Scorpio? We've got the King of Cups. King of Cups is Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Right, could be any water sign. You know, this King of Cups could be a little bit emotionally manipulative. He is in the challenge. Or he's not open emotionally, and that's what's worrying you sick. What is the Nine of Swords? We've got a King of Pentacles. This could be a spouse that you're worried about releasing, because Jupiter twice. King of Pentacles could be a spouse. This could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but there's change. There's faded changes relative to, and worries about an ending with this King of Pentacles. Let's look at our water and earth. Earth and water, they do work well together. Why do we have, so it could be possibly the same person who could have a bit of a drinking problem that you're connecting with. I don't know. Let's have a look at the Hierophant. What's that all about, as it's the general energy? Ace of Cups. And the Three of Cups. This is reconciliation. It could be in a third-party situation because of the Three of Cups. But there's a new beginning. There are the Four Cups. Remember, the opportunity beckons, that someone moves on. So missed opportunities returning of someone from your past. What is the Six of Cups about? Four of Wands. And the Sun card. Someone that brought out only the best in you. Someone that you hoped would have been a long-term relationship or commitment. But for others of you, this is you staying in a situation in the past because of the love of your children, because you felt it was your duty, or you waited until you wanted to wait until your children grew up before you could let your inner child out to play. Some of you may have been married to a Leo, possibly. Let's take the Nine of Cups, and we've got the Queen of Cups here. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We did talk about a water sign, but Queen of Cups is also very intuitive, yes, very motherly, nurturing, and loving. Now she holds the 10 cups because she's on the 9 of Cups. So we've got a King and a Queen of Cups here, right? What is going away? an old cycle. You've got a new cycle that's opening up. The Fool card. Or you're not letting yourself be the fool anymore. Be used and abused. Let's look at that Knight of Wands, who is the traveler and speaks to a lot of revelations, changes, movement. Way too many cards fallen here. So let's take the Knight of Wands and the Moon. What will be revealed with the lunations in the month of October? We've got a message here, a message of clarity, communication, severing ties, possibly learning things that were hidden. And we've got a thief here with the Seven of Swords, unless this is talking to tact. Someone coming in as a thief, you will receive a message that someone is coming in, and there will be a lot of revelations, a lot of things that will come out into the light. So a lot of secrets that this Knight of Wands was holding back on, or they're tactfully coming in when you least expect them, just like the return here. Now, of course, we've got a King of Pentacles there. We've got a King of Cups here, and then we've got the Knight of Wands. This could be just about action. That, of course, King of Pentacles on the Nine of Swords could be a past spouse that you're breaking away from. And the King of Cups on the Strength card. This could also be possibly your spouse. For some of you, someone that's been trying to break free, break out of any unhealthy habits, but on another level, your person is having a hard time being able to offer you what you've offered them, because here we see only a knight, whereas we've got a king here and a queen. These two would be on the same level, but the king is in the challenge position. So possibly what can be offered to you, because there could be physical distance. I mean, you want to emotionally find balance in your other equal, but that's difficult, possibly because of other obligations, anything to do with someone needing to leave the past, leaving past regrets, or leaving a past other situation, because as you could see here, the Fool card is here on the Tower and on the Death card. So we've got three major arcana cards happening in the now whenever you view this. So something is going, something will be revealed surely. That can be quite shocking to you. Okay, but at the foundation, it feels like Spirit is telling me here, it's like this happiness is owed to you. It's like you're in divine timing. It's going to come in. You don't need to worry yourself too much. Okay, and even if it's you breaking traditions and doing something very untraditional, you need to follow your heart. Remember Mars and Venus, they were the lovers of the zodiac. So there's a lot of chemistry. You've got a lot of chemistry here with someone. So I'll leave it up to you. Who is who? What's at the foundation? We've got the Ten of Pentacles. This could speak to could promise marriage, support from family, or even third parties where marriage is concerned, and even breaking traditions, family traditions, with that Five of Swords. But Gemini, you're such a smart little cookie. You're so intelligent and so good with your words. You could talk yourself out of anything. I don't fear you being able to get out of any hot water, Gemini. You are good enough to do that. I have to give you that. So, I think that's it. Let's take your advice card and then we'll take some love messages. You may be finding some things out about this person that they've kept from you that may be a little bit hard to handle. Like maybe you thought they were free and then all of a sudden you're finding out that they're not totally free, that they've got baggage. So let's see what your message is. Message from afar. So many of you must be or could be dealing with someone that is afar, but this could also be someone that has passed on. Someone that's there to protect you and guide you with the message from far. Have the courage to live your dream. Let all unfold from within your soul. Listen to your inner voice. Be yourself. Do what your heart asks of you. Live, speak, and breathe your truth. Every situation you find yourself in is here to help you grow in love and wisdom. Always make the most of life. Focus on what you have, not on what you don't. Be grateful. Show compassion for those less fortunate than you. Smile more often. Dance when no one is watching. Think about your eternal soul. Think about eternity. Think about heaven. Remember to smell the roses, to look up at the sky, to feel the earth beneath you and the endless universe that surrounds you and the stars above you. Feel the breeze, the trees, and the love that fills and surrounds you. You are loved unconditionally, no matter what. Think about 1,000 years from now and 1,000,000 years from now. So take the message from afar as it resonates for you. It could be from above, it could be from someone who's passed on, or someone that is residing far from where you reside. But they are still thinking about you and they're still checking your social media, looking for information about you. And the messages could also be telepathy. So let's see. Let's get into the head of your person. Let's get into their emotions and their mysteries. Maybe even into their subconscious emotions that they have and they cannot understand why. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. Your words linger in my mind. You inspire me. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. I've thought a lot about you lately. I feel safer in the silence. You are an angel, and I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. I like that. Let's see what's at the bottom. You feel like home to me. When someone feels like home to you, that means that there's a very deep connection. And I see a lot of red on the table. Red is fire, it's passion, it's desire. And that's what Mars in Scorpio will be all about, and connecting to Mercury. So you're going to be all fired up. You're going to be very passionate. You're going to want to go deep. You're going to want to solve those mysteries. All these themes will be playing out for you, dear Gemini. Okay, so I'm wishing you luck. I think that's all I have for you. Love and light, dear Gemini, and thank you so much for your love and your support always. I'm wishing you well, and we'll be back with more.